Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Glaze. I've been trading for almost 2 years now, and I'm going to tell you how I've wasted that time and mistakes I've made and what I would be doing differently if I was to start all over again, and how you can learn from the mistakes I've personally made. So I started trading back in November 2021 while I was currently studying esports at the time. Now, during this time, I wasn't 100% sure I wanted to go into esports necessarily. I did have a YouTube channel called Glaze Coaching. Go look it up now. I still have content on there, which I would educate people around CSGO and how to improve in that game. The channel did very, very well, and to my surprise, it blew up incredibly well, and I even made some money off of it as well. But it didn't feel quite right to me. I couldn't see myself doing it long term, going 10, 20 years in the future. That's where I came across trading. Now, when I came across trading, I came across it in YouTube. I was just on YouTube randomly, and a recommended video came up from the Trading Geek, which was about support and resistance, and I didn't know what any of this was. So learning information off YouTube from trading can, in a sense, be very refreshing, because some of the information is very clear and easy to understand. Because that is why these channels do so well, is because these videos are very catered to beginners and sell people sort of a dream of getting rich quick. Now that's again where I stumbled and had issues with, okay? So I would come across different YouTubers that have different strategies. I didn't know who to believe, because when you're a brand new trader, you think there's only one right way to trade. There's only one right way to make money on the market, which obviously, in a sense, makes sense because the market goes a certain direction, so you need to be on the right side of it. But the way trading works, it's probability, not knowing where the next move is going to be. You never know where the next move is going to go, but you have an edge over the market. That's not a lot of what these YouTubers teach you. They try to sell you the dream of getting rich quick and flipping very small accounts very quickly. Now that is simply gambling. You should be risking very small amounts at a time because you don't know where the market will go. So when these people flip small accounts to large accounts, they're risking high amounts of capital at a time, risking blowing their entire account. You do not want to be doing that, okay? One thing I found from learning through YouTube is that I never really got a clear strategy. Someone would teach you, for example, supply and demand or support and resistance, very basic things. And they'll just show you a setup or a pattern on the screen and say, buy here, boom, take profit here, make money. Trading isn't that simple. You need to have clear cut rules. What are you looking at in the bigger picture? In what situations can you look for this setup to occur? But these things never get covered on YouTube, So a lot of beginners struggle because they don't have enough information. They get some information, but not enough to truly make them a good trader. Now, that comes to my next point here with lots of mixed information. A lot of different trading YouTubers will promote different strategies to say this is the correct one. But the issue I have with that is that if you jump from strategy to strategy and you learn all these different things and techniques, then they'll contradict each other a lot of the time. So in one scenario, your first strategy will say to buy in a situation, but another strategy you learned just last week tells you to sell. So now what do you do? As a new trader, what do you do in the situation when you've just been researching and learned these different strategies out, and they're telling you to do different things in the same situation, okay? That is where the struggle really comes in for a lot of people, and even myself at times when I was starting off. Now, how do you get over this? Okay, so a big issue I also had was a fear of paying someone to teach me how to trade properly, because I didn't want to risk investing my money and losing money. I was a student at the time, so I didn't have a lot of money to put into trading. And trading and Forex is known for scammers. There are a lot of scammers out there who can't properly show they are profitable on their own accounts, and they lie and trade off demo accounts all the time, for example. There are a very small handful of actual consistent traders out there who promote proper education on the platform. It is a majority of people who are trying to sell you a dream and trying them to get to buy their course, which will not make you profitable. So one thing I'd advise you do is get over this fear of paying someone to make money. However, research about that provider that is giving you that education, and make sure they're very reputable and make sure you're not going to lose your money, and they will teach you something worth it, okay? Another thing holding me back a lot was looking for the holy grail in trading, okay? Looking for the perfect strategy above them all, which will make you millions and millions of dollars, pounds, whatever currency you trade in, and will basically buy you your next mansion. That does not exist. Trading is probability. No one knows where the market will go. No one, okay? You need to get that into your head. You need to trust your edge over the market and stick with your system you have. Now, even when I had a proper strategy in place, I made mistakes by slacking off, and this actually gave me a big ego in my trading journey because I thought I made it. You know, I was consistent. I thought I was a profitable trader, and that was it from there. No, no, no. Please do not make that mistake. If you develop and give yourself a big ego while trading, you are more prone to make mistakes as you're not aware of the current situation and market conditions you're in, okay? You can be on a big winning streak and think you cannot lose at all, and you'll take much riskier trades or risk a lot more than you usually would because you think you can't lose. And this can be detrimental to a lot of traders because they can blow their accounts from it completely, okay? From this 2 years experience I've gained, this is what I think you should do to improve in your trading and not make the same mistakes I have been making. You need to stick to one trading strategy. I promote We Trade Waves a lot because I think it's a very, very good trading system, and it's been proven over and over again to work by people trading in millions and millions of dollar accounts, okay? If you don't believe me, you can go check out their YouTube channel. They post weekly chart updates, and you can even see where they think the next move will go. See if they're right, you know, see if their strategy actually works. Now, you do not have to use that strategy. I only promote them because some people out there might not have one. If you do have your own strategy, I do not want you to hop to this one. I want you to stick with what you've got. Please do not make the mistake jumping to strategy. Stick with something if it works, okay? But only if it works. If it isn't profitable, do not stick with it, and you need to jump ship. Something else I'd also advise is making a clear routine in your life for positive things. This can be like waking up at the same time every day, going to sleep at the same time every day. You need to keep trading as if it is a job, okay? You go to your job for a certain period of time a day, treat trading the same. Go at your setup for, let's say, 6 to 8 hours a day, trading through London, New York session, if that's your thing. And then in the evening, you can wind down and relax, or if you're in different parts of the world, maybe the morning time is your relaxed time. It really depends, up to you, but make a habit of it and stick to it. Another positive thing you can also do to your life is go to things like the gym or positive eating. When I mean positive eating, I mean healthy eating, really. And that can be very clear to your mind and also your body, enable you to stay much more disciplined when it comes to your strategy and executing the best you possibly can. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and I hope you learned something from it also. If you liked it, please like it. If you dislike it, you know, please feel free to comment and give any feedback you want. I will not get offended, I promise. And subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.